Good morning, students. Today we will study class 7th Geography, chapter number 3rd, Our Changing Earth. In the previous video, we have studied about the chapter. So today we will start the chapter from the page number 14. 14. Although earthquakes, we can't know about earthquake when the earthquake will come, but we can minimize lessen we can lessen the impact of the earthquake if we will be prepared. Some common earthquake prediction methods that are used to know that the earthquake will come by studying the behavior of animal. Suppose that fish in the ponds get disturbed, snakes come to the surface of the earth. So by this way we can know that the earthquake will come. Here is a picture. You will get the earthquake, a case study. Earthquake hits Bhuj. Bhuj is situated in Gujarat. In Gujarat, Bhuj, a massive earthquake measuring 6.9 on Richter scale hit Bhuj town on 26th January 2001. Richter scale, what do you mean by the term Richter scale? A logarithmic scale that is used to express the energy released by an earthquake. Each increase of one representing a 32-fold increase energy. So we can say that that is a scale that is used to know about the intensity velocity of the earthquake. Understand? So come on the portion. Do you know earthquake is measured with a, you have to underline this line. An earthquake is measured with a machine called a seismograph. One question is that what is seismograph? So you can say that an earthquake is measured with machine called a seismograph. And the magnitude means velocity, intensity, tibrata. The velocity intensity of the earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. Understand? Richter scale will be used to measure the intensity, velocity of the earthquake. Here we are getting earthquake 2.0 or less can be felt only a little. Means that it is a very little. You can feel little, very less. 2.0 means that there is no great destruction. An earthquake over 5.0 can cause damage from things falling. Suppose that the things started to fall on the 5.0 Richter scale. And 6.0 or higher magnitude is considered very strong, and 6.0 or more than it is considered a strong earthquake. Understand? And they can create large great destruction. And in Bhuj the Richter scale was 6.9 and 7.0 is classified as major earthquake. Understand? So 7.0, 6.0, above 6.0, it can create great destruction. And the Bhuj was the example, and the Bhuj earthquake is an example of great destruction. 6.9 on Richter scale. How can we save us from earthquake? So here is a earthquake preparedness. Where to take shelter during an earthquake? Safest part. Under a kitchen counter, table or desk, against an inside corner or wall. You have to stay away from fireplaces, areas from around chimneys, windows that shatter, including mirrors. and picture frames. You have to avoid windows that are shattered, that are broken, including mirrors and picture frames. Be prepared. Spread awareness amongst your friends and family members and face any disaster confidently. Come on the next. Major landforms. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. So first we are going to know what is weathering. Weathering is what? Weathering is the breaking of rocks on the earth's surface. You can take the example of rock, and weathering means breaking of rock into pieces. Understand? Is known as weathering. Weathering is the breaking of the rocks on the earth's surface. Understand? In a pieces, in a small fragments. We can say that pieces. You can take the example of a pen. If you have the pen, and if you will break the pen, cut the pen into pieces, it will be divided into many pieces. Understand? In the same way, weathering is the process breaking up the rocks on the earth's surface in more fragments. And what is erosion? Come on the next. You have to underline the line. Weathering is the breaking of the rock on the earth's surface. You have to underline this line. What is erosion? Erosion is the withering away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. And how erosion become possible? Erosion is what? Wearing away. Erosion is what? Wearing away. Suppose that whatever the fragments, the pieces that are broken, fragments, pieces, sediments, fine soils that are carried by water, wind and ice. Understand? And weathering is what? Breaking up the rocks on the surface. And erosion is what? Erosion means wearing away the landscape. Whatever the broken pieces are, they have to be, the broken pieces will be carried by water, wind and ice. And these eroded material is carried away, are transported by water, wind, etc. and eventually deposited. This process of erosion and deposition create different landforms on the earth surface of the earth. And you know that something will be eroded, that broken pieces will be eroded from one place by water, wind, water, wind, ice, anything. And after that, that thing will be deposited on a place, and that will create a different land forms on the surface of the earth. Understand? Let's come on the portion. Do you know? Before coming on the portion, do you know? You have to read work of a river. What is the work of a river? The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river tumbles at a steep angle over very hard rocks down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. Work of a river. The running water in the river. You have seen the running water in the river erodes the landscape. We have read that the river erodes the sediments, soils, small particles of silt, mountains, breaks the mountains. Understand? When the river flows, erodes the landscape. And when the river tumbles, falls down at a steep, means slant angle over very hard rocks. You have to see very hard rocks are down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. When the water of the river will fall from a hard rock and down a steep slant valley side, it forms a waterfall. You can see the picture. Understand? So in the picture you can get hard rock, softer rock under cut, by the power of the water. You are getting soft rock and hard rock. Soft rock will be what? Eroded by the water. By the water. Understand? So it will take the form of the shape. You can see that hard rock H and S is known as soft rock. And when there will be no soft rock will not hard rock will not be eroded, and hard rock and soft rock will be eroded. So it will take the form of turn and twist and turn. You can see that. Understand? It will take twist and turn. And where it will take the turn, twist and turn, where the rock is soft. Hard rock will not take any turn, and the soft rock will take the turn of take twist and turns. Understand? As the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bend known as meanders. And because of soft rock, because of eroding of the soft rock, the river will take the form of twists and turns. When river enters the plain, when the river will blow, the river will eroded, forming large bends, and these large bends known as meanders. You can see it now. Suppose that from hard rock there is no turning, but soft rock there is a turn, and after that twist and turn makes a meander. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander, the ends of the meander loop comes closer and closer. In due course, the time the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut-off lake, also called an oxbow lake. In the figure you are getting the figure 3.5 features made by a river in a flood plain. You are getting the figure of meander, turn and twist, and one place you are getting. Suppose that when the portion will be cut off, when the portion of the river will be cut off from the river, it will take the form of oxbow lake. Understand? The meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut off lake. And why it will cut off? Suppose that you know that when the river flows, it cuts the soft rock, erodes the soft rock, and because of erosion, the portion will be separated, and that will take the form of oxbow lake. Understand? At times the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of a flat fertile flood plain. And as you know that when the flood will come in the neighboring areas, as it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and another material called sediment, small particles that will be eroded and that will be deposited. Fine soil, other material called sediment along its banks. Understand? When the flood will return on that time, and this leads to the formation of a flat fertile flood plain. You can observe when the flood will return, and after that you will get what? The fine soil and other material sediments, particles, stones, land, soil, silt that will be deposited and forms a land form along its banks. Understand? And this leads to the formation of a flat fertile flood explain. You can observe in the figure, look in the figure, the raised banks are called levees. Understand? The raised. In the two sides, you are getting that this raised portion banks are called levees. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into a small stream called distributaries. We will read in the next page. So before first we have to come. What do you know? Do you know there are thousands of small waterfalls in the world? Understand? And what is the highest waterfall is Angel Falls of Venezuela, that is in South America. Understand? That is the first question. Second question is that the other waterfalls are Niagara Falls. Where is Niagara Fall? That is located on the border between Canada and USA in North America. And where is Victoria Fall? Victoria Fall on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe in Africa. You have to learn these. You have to know. That is very important. Understand? So come on the next page. Next page. The raised banks are called levees. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into a number of streams called distributaries. As you know that when the river will go through the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into number of streams, small streams called distributaries. You have seen the figure and you are getting that the main river divided, separated into many streams and that streams are called distributaries. The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. And the river speed, the flow of the river will be so slow that it begins to deposit its load, sediments, fine swell, understand? Fine swell near the bank, fossils, and after that, each distributary forms its own mouth, and the collection of sediments from all the mouth forms a delta. And after that, the collection of all the sediments, fossils, particles of soils, rocking parts, understand? Form all the mouth from a delta. Mouth means where the river is going to meet with, connect with the sea. And that place, the river will form due to the sediments, the mouth form a delta. Understand? So I hope that you have understood these topics clearly. We will see the next video and read the further topic. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks.